Now what I'll be doing here is I will be importing a footage which is slightly complicated, and here we will be seeing some advanced keying techniques. So I have this sequence over here, as you guys can see it's up to around 349 frames. So I'll be selecting this first frame and I'll check on this PNG sequence so that the entire sequence is being important, and double clicking here I get to play this. So this is what I have. So if you see this, there are some, it's actually a close-up shot of this character where we have to also maintain the transparency over the semi-transparent area, which is this, along with the hair detailing, if you can see here. So this details needs to be preserved and should not be chopped off. So as you can see, it's a quite complex footage. If you can see this sequence over here, and there are some hairs which are going here and there, so this needs to be preserved and each and every minute detailing needs to be covered. Now if I maximize this, if you can see this area of this, if you see this area, particularly this hand area over here, there are some green. So we will be performing multi-layer keying, which I'll be showing you in this session today. So just let me go over here. I've hit the key which is above the tab key, so that it gets to restore it to its original size. So the next thing what I'm going to do is I'll be renaming this as coming here, renaming this as maybe plate, or maybe I can make this as char, which means character, and then I'll be dragging and dropping it right over here so that it creates a new comp according to its dimensions, which is this. So if you want to see the composition settings, Control K, and it's exactly the same as your original footage. So rest of the things remains the same, and we have right now got this into our composition. This is how actually it looks if I go to fit up to 100%. Now I'll be applying keying immediately, and I will be then showing some advanced features, which is despill, as we have already seen the screen parameters, which was black and white point. So let me go to keying here, and then on this, selecting this layer, I'll select key light 1.2 and I'll just drag and drop this here. So I'll just drag and drop this here, and right now there is this key light which is right over here. So what I'm gonna do is I will be selecting a color. So this is the screen color. Eyedropper tool, select this color, this goes away. And now if you want to see the outside, the combined matte over here, it gives you this. So there are some areas which needs to be taken care of. Suppose for example like this area is pretty much opaque, but still there is some transparency, as we are able to see this in our combined matte result. Even if you come here, this area is not black. If you see my mouse cursor over here, this area is not fully black, as it should be totally transparent, and this is not a part of our character or the object what we want to key out. So this is actually the chroma wall which we want to get rid of, even if there are some areas over here which needs to be taken care of. So what we'll be doing here is, as we had seen yesterday, as we had seen earlier, that we had keyed out this through our screen matte option, which was clip black and clip white. So I'm going to do this same operation right now, and I'll do that very quickly here. So I'll be just increasing the clip black value, but I have to make sure that right now it's 8. So suppose if I take this to maybe 18, there are some areas of my hair which are getting chopped away, or which are not being able to preserve its details. So if I go to my combined matte or final result, this is what I'm getting. So just for my information or my personal preference, I'm just taking a gray solid over here. I'm going to composition back. This is just for my viewing purpose. If I take this down to maybe 5, yeah, so there are again some areas like these hair over here which needs to be maintained, which was not while it was earlier. If I make this to maybe 22, it just chops off many hairs over here. So if you can see, So let us make this to maybe 4. This is what we actually get. We see the combined mat over here. Yeah, there is some areas which needs to be taken care of. So let us make this to maybe 6. So if you can see, these areas are getting chopped away and they are not being included over here. So if you see something like this, if I click here, this is the toggle transparency gate. It shows transparent, how transparent the object is. So even if you see here, there are some areas here, which is this, if you can able to see this area which is semi-transparent, as it should not be, it should be opaque, 100% opaque and not transparent, as this is the part of the hand. So what I'm going to do here is, I'll be shifting this, or rather reducing the amount of clip white from 100 to maybe around 80. Yeah, 80 looks fine. Again, if you see the combined mat, this is what we got. If you want, you can also draw a roto here. You can make this as inverted. Increasing the feather over here. If you want, you can also increase the screen gain if it helps you. Yeah, so right now it's on 100. I've just increased this to maybe 104 or something. This gives me fine results. This gives me fine results along with the maintenance of this hair logs. So there is not much difference, as by default the value was 100. I changed it to 103 with these areas over here being removed or chopped away, and everything looks fine to me now. Right now, if I come here and if I again see my combined mat, yeah, so this areas over here which was not opaque are fully opaque. As you can see, it says 255. The value is 255 for this, and for this right now over here, if I go back to my final result, the alpha is 0 over here, which is actually good. And now again, if I go over here, the alpha is 255, which means this is fully opaque. And coming here, it says 127, which means it's actually half transparent, which means semi-transparent. As the value is 173, the maximum value should be around 255. If I go here, it says 128, so which means that this area is semi-transparent. So right now, the task what we have done through Keylight, where we had refined our mat, is totally fine and is as per our desired results what we should, and is an ideal calculation of how your mat should be. So we have generated the mat from here, and this is what we get through Keylight. But there are several green spills over here. Suppose for example, like here, as I said, even on the hands, even of this area, you can see the shoulder area, there is some dark patches. So we will be working on those as well. But if you look on the hair part, it has come out very nicely and precisely. We by maintaining each and every hair logs and each and every detailing. So this is what we have got. So in my next session, I will be adding a background and I will be doing multi-layer keying, so that you get an overall idea of how to control your spills.